Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay, so are you ready for today's lesson? Okay, so today in agricultural science, we are going to be learning about problems of agriculture. Problems of agriculture. Okay, so today's topic in agricultural science is problems of agriculture. Okay, remember, agriculture is about cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops and rearing and management of livestock, right? We can remember that, right? So now we are going to be looking at the problems facing agriculture, okay? Agriculture faces several challenges and problems. Pests and diseases. Bugs and illnesses can hurt plants and animals on farms. Farmers use spray and medicine to help, but they have to be careful not to use too much. So one of the problems facing agriculture is pests and diseases, because bugs and illness can hurt plants and animals on the farm. Climate changes. The weather is getting wetter, which can make it hard for farmers to grow things. Soil problems. The dirt where we grow things can get worn out and not work well. Farmers need to take care of the soil for it to stay healthy. Not enough water. Sometimes there's not enough water for farms. It is tough to grow crops, so we should learn to save water and use it wisely. Losing different plants and animals. Farmers often have only one kind of plant or animal, which isn't good for nature. Pests and diseases, climate changes, soil problems, not enough water, losing different plants and animals. All these are problems of agriculture. They are problems agriculture faces, okay? Land running out. Cities and buildings are taking up the land where we grow food. We build houses on the lands where we grow foods. Technology for farmers. Some farmers can't use cool gadgets and machines that make farming easier. Most persons don't know how to use the machines that make farming easier. It's a problem in agriculture. Fair prices. Farmers don't always get paid well for their hard work. We should make sure they get a fair deal. After working the all day and night, and at the end of the day you won't get paid well, it's bad. Food getting wasted. Sometimes food gets thrown away before we can eat it. All these are problems of agriculture. Okay, land running out. We're building houses on the lands we're meant to be farming on, even though we need shelter over our head, but we still need to utilize it. Technology for farmers. Most persons don't know how to use the modern machines that makes farming easier. Fair prices, food getting wasted. All these are problems of agriculture. Okay, so what are the solutions to these problems? In pests and diseases, farmers can use safe sprays and medicine in the right amount to protect their crops and animals. They should also learn about natural ways to keep pests away, like using ladybirds. Solution to the pest and diseases problem: you should know how to use the right amount to protect your crops and animals. Then you should also learn about the natural ways you can use to keep away pests from your farm, from your crops, like using ladybirds. Climate changes: we can plant crops that can handle the changing weather. Also, we should use less energy that causes climate change, that causes pollution. Soil problems: farmers can add compost and other natural stuff to the soil to make it healthy again. They should also avoid farming the same thing in one place every year. So the possible solution to soil problems is to add compost or other natural stuff to the soil, and avoid planting one particular crop every year in the same place. You're always planting, let me say, corn. You keep on planting corn every year. Not enough water: farmers can save water by using it carefully and not wasting it. We can collect rainwater also to use on the farm. We should learn to save water and using rainwater also on the farm. When rain falls, you collect rainwater. Losing different plants and animals: farmers can grow different crops and different animals on their farm. This helps nature stay diverse. So you shouldn't be planting only one particular crop and having only one particular crop. You should grow different crops, and you should also rear different animals. It should not just be one particular animal like cow. You're always rearing only cow. No, it should be different animals. Land running out: we should make sure some land is always safe for farming, even as our cities are growing. This is called land use planning. Even as our cities are growing, we should make sure that there is enough land for us to farm, because farming is our source of food. So we shouldn't build houses on all the lands. We should be able to utilize them and keep them for farming. Technology for farmers: everyone should have a chance to use technology in the farm. Can help by giving farmers access to useful tools and machines. Those farmers that don't know how to use technology on their farm, they should learn, because it makes work easier. Fair prices: we can support fair trade and buy food from places that pay farmers a good price for their hard work. Food getting wasted: we should learn not to waste food and use leftovers in creative ways. This helps reduce food wastage. Eco-friendly farming: we can promote and use farming methods that don't harm the environment, like organic farming. Save food for everyone: we can share extra food with those who don't have enough to eat. and work together to make sure everyone has food. Helping farmers, we can support programs that help farmers we have their better lives and more money. So all these are possible solutions to agricultural problems. The problems agriculture is facing, these are possible solutions. Okay? Okay? So we understood that, right? Good. Government can intervene in these problems of agriculture. And how do they do that? By supporting farmers. The government can help farmers by giving them advice and tools to grow crops and raise animals better. They can also provide financial help during tough times, like when there's drought or a big storm. Setting rules. The government makes rules to keep farms safe and protect the environment. These rules help farmers use pesticides and water in ways that don't harm people or the land. Ensuring fair prices. Sometimes farmers don't get paid enough for their hard work. The government can set rules to make sure they get a fair price for their products. Food safety. The government checks the food we eat to make sure it's safe. They make sure farms and food companies follow safety rules to keep us healthy. So government can intervene in the problems of agriculture by supporting farmers, setting rules, ensuring fair price, food safety, like we explained earlier. Okay? Protecting land and animals. They make sure farmers take care of the land and treat animals. This keeps the environment and animals safe. Emergency help. In case of natural disasters like floods or fires, the government can step in to help farmers recover and get back to farming. Encouraging sustainable farming. The government can promote farming methods that are good for the environment and make sure farmers last for a long time. So encouraging sustainable farming, the government can promote farming methods that are good for the environment and make sure farms last for a long time. Research and education. They can fund research to discover better ways of farming and teach farmers new techniques to improve their crops and animals. So these are best solutions that government can do in solving problems facing agriculture. Okay, so today's lesson on problems of agriculture, we have learnt about the problems facing agriculture, the possible solutions, and if government intervene in the problems agriculture is facing, the possible solution government can render to the problems agriculture is facing. Okay, so we understood today's lesson on problems of agriculture, right? Good. So I'm sure we are going to be able to do our assignments. Okay, so our assignments, I'm sure we are going to be able to do it because we talked about them in this lesson. We did, right? Yes, we did. So I'm sure you're going to be able to answer both questions. Okay, good.